After graduating from BHS in 2006, where she lettered all 4 years in basketball, track and field, and cross country, she received the Freshman of the Year, Sophomore of the Year, and Junior of the Year awards as selected by the BHS staff. She attended the University of Northern Arizona to run Division I track and field and cross country. Nell received her Bachelor's of Science in Exercise Science from the University of Northern Arizona. After graduating from NAU, she traveled around Europe while teaching English in Spain and competing for a Spanish running team. She competed as a professional triathlete from 2013 to 2015 while building her coaching business. She retired from being a triathlete to pursue running and focus on coaching. In 2019, she accomplished a lifelong goal of winning the Boulder, following in her father's footsteps, who won the inaugural Boulder 40 years prior. She went on to win the 2019 Grandma's Marathon and finished 9th at the 2019 Marathon Olympic Trials. Nell is eager to pursue her next goal of qualifying to be an Olympic marathon runner.
Thank you. Woo! What a year to graduate from high school. I'm Nell Rojas, and I graduated from Boulder High in 2006. So like many of you guys, I was counting down the days until I could throw all my notes off the 3rd floor balcony, which probably you guys did not get to do this year, and I'm sorry, it wasn't that fun. But I'm very honored to be here today. Congratulations to all of you guys, and thank you for having me. This is a weird and strange year to be graduating. Like almost everyone in the US right now, you may feel somewhat uncertain about the next few years. You may have legitimate worries about the health of your family, uncertainties about politics and the ability of the United States to handle these social crises. You may have had plans to work, go to school, travel that are all up in the air right now. While these are real and valid concerns, uncertainty is inevitable, and it's okay. I'm a professional runner, so a lot of Forrest Gump jokes embedded in this speech today, I'm sure you'll love. I won the 2019 Boulder, 2019 Grandma's Marathon, which I promise is not what it sounds like, and recently finished 9th at the 2020 US Olympic Marathon Trials. Thank you. But my success in running was never a sure thing. I was never the best runner in high school. I was never the best runner in college, or even 10 years post-college. But I kept running, even though I wasn't sure if it would amount to anything. I ran because I loved it, and if it didn't work out, at least I was still running. Winning the Boulder was always a dream of mine. As he'd mentioned before, my dad won the inaugural Boulder in 1979. The year I won, I was nearing the finish line. I thought I had the W in the bag. I was basically hands up congratulating myself, and a girl sprinted right past me as I turned left to finish into the stadium. I had a split second to make a decision if I was gonna go get that girl or if I was gonna let her go. Funnily enough, in a split second, you can have about a whole day's worth of conversation in your head. So my first thought was, I'll just win next year. I don't have enough in me to go get her. My second thought was, I have no idea if I'll ever be in this unique position again. Luckily, I went with that second thought, and I beat her by 0.12 seconds. Obviously, there was no Boulder this year, and so I was like, woo! Thank goodness I made that decision. You never know what's gonna happen in a race. You never know what's gonna happen in life. But what I learned quite literally that day is that you have to keep on putting one foot in front of the other. Before this race, I had given up running competitively. I was an EMT, I filled requirements to go to PA school, I dabbled in the corporate world, I was a professional triathlete for a stint of time. I took a lot of twists and turns. And throughout all of these transitions, I continued to run, whether for main focus or for recreation. Not only did I stick with what I love through the search for my career, I did it my own way. I didn't see my skin color or body type in any of the women winning races. I've been told many times from different coaches that I'm too big to be a marathon runner. I don't fit the mold, and I train in a non-traditional way. I play to my own strengths, and I'm proud and love being the different one in the top pack. In February of this year, I found myself in the Olympic trials, looking around, surrounded by the best runners in the world, and thinking, I have to do this for the girls who aren't encouraged to run because they also don't fit the mold. So, I encourage you to use your unique differences to help and inspire others. Be strong for those who need someone to relate to. In the whole race of 450 women, there were 3 Black women, 3 Asian women, and only 3 other Latina women. Like me, you may be very anxious to solve the many challenges that this decade has thrown at us, and are perhaps feeling somewhat helpless to do so. How can I help cure coronavirus, solve climate change, poverty, and systemic and cultural racism? What I've come to realize is that because these are all social problems, they're all connected to one another. Education is connected to hunger, which is connected to animal rights, which is connected to climate change, and so on. So it really doesn't matter what you do. I love running, so I choose to volunteer through running. Help in a way that you are passionate about, and the positive impact will go beyond the issue you are working on. But there's no right or wrong way. So you may have uncertainty about the future, but it's okay. Take a moment to consider that you share this and many other things, like the air and the water, with literally every other human on this world. If 2020 has taught us anything, it's that we're all in this together. The uncertainty of life is okay. Do your thing in a way that works for you, and help in a way that inspires you. Thank you and congratulations.